This is the strongest safe ever built by humanity. Inside it lies the truth of history and a transparent key. The safe will automatically open 200 years later. By then, the contents inside will guide humanity back to the surface to continue civilization. 50 years ago, humanity faced the apocalypse. All of humanity was forced to live in underground cities. Scientists calculated that Earth would need 200 years to become habitable again. Since then, the safe has been passed down from mayor to mayor. But despite their caution, 153 years later, one day, the safe went missing due to the sudden death of the mayor. As the countdown ended, the safe automatically opened, but by then, no one remembered humanity's former glory. After 200 years of wear, the underground city was on the verge of collapse. Power outages were happening more frequently and lasting longer. Jack was a human born in the underground city. His greatest wish was to become an electrician and repair the generator to save the city. However, jobs in the underground city were assigned by lottery. The electrician's assistant job Jack wanted was taken at the start of the lottery. Then Jack drew a job he didn't like. As a messenger, his friend Sarah, however, was assigned the plumber's job, which involved working near the generator. To help Jack, the two swapped jobs. On his way to report to the plumbing department, Jack found a moth bigger than a small tabletop. Having never seen anything like it, he didn't realize this moth's size was abnormal. When he arrived at the plumbing department, Jack found the job was nothing like he imagined. This job had no access to the power station at all. So that day, Jack took the map of the underground city from his mentor's pocket while he was sleeping. He followed the map through tunnels, trying to find the generator that powered the entire city. Suddenly, Jack discovered a section of tunnel that had been erased from the map. Following the map to the tunnel's end, he found a room labeled 351, but the door was locked. With no other choice, Jack returned the way he came. On the way back, Jack saw a rope hanging from the top of the tunnel. Driven by curiosity, he climbed up. It turned out to be the underground city's granary, but strangely, it was completely empty of food. Just as he was feeling confused about this, the storekeeper rushed out and threw him out directly. Suddenly, all the lights in the underground city went out. 7 minutes later, the lights finally came back on. This was the most serious blackout in 200 years of the underground city. Then the broadcast sounded. The mayor ordered all electricians and plumbers to rush to repair the equipment, and Jack finally had the chance to access the generator. The fusion generator was severely aged, causing power leaks everywhere and short circuits that started fires. It could explode at any time. The workers who came to repair quickly retreated. Soon the underground city would face doomsday with the destruction of the generator. Because they had lived in the underground city since birth, they had no idea there was a wider world outside. Meanwhile, Sarah was at home. She pulled out the box left by the scientists. Her grandmother only remembered that what was inside was very important, but could not recall how to use them. Then Sarah received a task to deliver a message to the mayor. When passing the corridor, Sarah noticed the portraits of previous mayors all had this box. But since her great-grandfather suddenly died as the 7th mayor, the box had never appeared again. The current mayor also seemed unaware of the box's origin. Her intuition told her the things inside the box were far from ordinary. At night, she went to the library to look up information. After comparison, they confirmed that this parchment was left by the builders of the underground city. The exit to leave the underground city was also marked. Jack instantly thought of that room number 3. Then Jack pulled Sarah to the door of room 351. Just as he was prying the door, a mysterious creature suddenly appeared at the tunnel entrance. Curious, the two decided to follow it. They had just walked out of the tunnel when they saw the ground littered with many unfinished biscuits, and strange sounds came from around the corner ahead.